In the heart of Yellowstone, a team of wildlife researchers stumbles upon a nightmare, a herd of American bison. Once majestic, now grotesquely transformed. Their bodies are encrusted with millions of barnacles, their flesh ravaged by parasitic worms. Infestation spreads like wildfire, turning the bison into aggressive, zombie-like creatures. As the team fights to save the herd, they uncover a dark secret, a hidden lab conducting illegal experiments. With time running out, they must battle the infected bison, neutralize the contamination, and confront the horrors of human greed. Will they save the bison, or will the barnacled beasts consume them all? The story begins in the vast, windswept plains of Yellowstone National Park. A team of wildlife researchers, led by Dr. Emily Carter, is conducting a routine survey of the American bison population. The team includes Mark, a seasoned tracker, Sarah, a veterinary specialist, and Jake, a rookie intern, with a passion for wildlife conservation. The atmosphere is serene, with the golden hues of the setting sun casting long shadows across the grassland. The team sets up camp, sharing stories around the fire, unaware of the horror that awaits them. The next morning, the team sets out to track a herd of bison that has been acting strangely. Reports from park rangers indicate that some bison have been seen with unusual growths on their bodies. As the team approaches the herd, they notice something horrifying. The bison are covered in millions of barnacles and parasites, their once majestic coats now a grotesque tapestry of crustaceans and writhing worms. The team is stunned. Dr. Carter, with years of experience in wildlife pathology, has never seen anything like this. The bison are in obvious distress, their movements sluggish and pained. The parasites seem to be draining the life from them, and the barnacles are causing severe infections. As the team observes the herd, one of the bison, a massive bull, suddenly collapses. The team rushes to its aid, but as they get closer, they realize the extent of the infestation. The bison's eyes are clouded, and its breathing is labored. Sarah attempts to administer a sedative, but the bison thrashes violently, sending the team scrambling for safety. The tension is palpable as the team realizes they are dealing with something far beyond their understanding. The parasites seem to be spreading rapidly, and the barnacles are growing at an alarming rate. The team decides to call for backup, but communication is spotty in the remote area. As night falls, the team sets up a perimeter around the collapsed bison, determined to save it. The atmosphere is tense, with the sounds of the infected herd echoing in the distance. The team works tirelessly, but the bison's condition worsens. The parasites seem to be burrowing deeper into its flesh, and the barnacles are spreading across its body. Dr. Carter begins to suspect that this is not a natural phenomenon. The rapid spread of the infestation and the aggressive behavior of the parasites suggest something more sinister at play. The team is on edge, and the sense of dread grows as they realize they may be dealing with a biological threat unlike anything they've encountered before. The next morning, the team manages to establish contact with park headquarters. They describe the situation in detail, emphasizing the urgency of the threat. A specialized rescue team is dispatched, but it will take time for them to reach the remote location. In the meantime, the team continues to monitor the infected bison. The bull's condition is critical, and the team is running out of options. Sarah suggests attempting to remove some of the barnacles and parasites, but the risk of further injuring the bison is high. As the team works to stabilize The bison, they notice that the infestation is spreading to other members of the herd. The once healthy bison are now showing signs of infection, their movements becoming sluggish and erratic. The team realizes that they are in a race against time to contain the outbreak before it spreads further. The tension mounts as the team struggles to keep the infected bison isolated. The parasites seem to be attracted to movement, and the team must move carefully to avoid attracting their attention. The sense of horror is palpable as the team witnesses the rapid deterioration of the herd. After what feels like an eternity, the rescue team finally arrives. They are equipped with specialized gear and supplies, but even they are taken aback by the severity of the infestation. The rescue team leader, Captain Harris, takes charge, outlining a plan to contain the outbreak and save as many bison as possible. The team sets up a quarantine zone, using heavy equipment to create barriers around the infected area. The infected bison are sedated, and the team begins the painstaking process of removing the barnacles and parasites. The work is grueling, and the team is constantly on edge, knowing that one wrong move could result in disaster. As the team works, they begin to uncover the true nature of the infestation. The parasites are not just feeding on the bison, they are altering their behavior, turning them into aggressive, almost zombie-like creatures. The barnacles, meanwhile, seem to be secreting a toxic substance that is causing severe infections. The team is horrified by what they are witnessing. The bison, once symbols of strength and resilience, are now reduced to grotesque, suffering creatures. The emotional toll on the team is immense, and they struggle to maintain their composure as they work to save the herd. Despite the overwhelming odds, the team begins to make progress. The quarantine zone holds, and the infected bison are slowly being treated. The team's efforts are paying off, but the cost is high. Several team members have been injured, and the emotional strain is taking its toll. As the team works, they discover that the source of the infestation is a nearby water source that has been contaminated by an unknown substance. The team realizes that they must find and neutralize the source if they are to prevent the outbreak from spreading further. The team sets out to locate the source of the contamination. The journey is fraught with danger, as they must navigate through the infected area, avoiding the aggressive bison and the ever-present threat of the parasites. The tension is unbearable as the team moves cautiously, knowing that one misstep could be fatal. As they approach the water source, they discover a hidden laboratory, long abandoned and overgrown with vegetation. The team is shocked to find that the lab was conducting illegal experiments on wildlife, and the contamination is the result of a failed experiment. The team realizes that they must destroy the lab and the contaminated water source to prevent the outbreak from spreading. The lab is heavily fortified, and the team must fight their way through hordes of infected bison and swarms of parasites to reach their goal. The battle is intense, with the team using every resource at their disposal to fight off the infected creatures. The sense of horror is overwhelming as the team witnesses the full extent of the infestation. The emotional toll is immense, but the team is determined to see their mission through to the end. After a grueling battle, the team finally succeeds in destroying the lab and neutralizing the contaminated water source. The infestation begins to recede, and the surviving bison are slowly returning to health. The team is exhausted, both physically and emotionally, but they know that they have made a difference. As they prepare to leave the area, the team reflects on the events that have transpired. They have faced unimaginable horror, but they have also witnessed the resilience of nature and the strength of the human spirit. The emotional impact of their experience will stay with them forever, but they know that they have done what was necessary to protect the wildlife and the environment. The team returns to civilization, where they are hailed as heroes. The story of their rescue mission spreads, and they are recognized for their bravery and dedication. The infected bison, now free from the parasites and barnacles, begin to recover, and the herd slowly returns to its former glory. The team, however, knows that their work is not done. The discovery of the illegal lab raises questions about the ethics of wildlife experimentation and the potential for future outbreaks. The team vows to continue their fight to protect the environment and the creatures that call it home. The story ends with the team returning to Yellowstone, where they witness the birth of a new generation of bison. The herd, once on the brink of destruction, is now thriving, a testament to the resilience of nature and the power of human determination. As the team watches the bison graze peacefully on the plains, they know that they have made a difference. The horror they faced will never be forgotten, but it has also strengthened their resolve to protect the natural world. The story of the barnacled beast will live on, a reminder of the challenges we face and the importance of standing up for what is right.